how to make your GTA 4 look as good as this. And it's super easy to do. Today, I am going to show you how to install the absolute best graphics mod for GTA 4 in the easiest possible way. You guys wanted to see this tutorial, and here it is. If you do find this video helpful, giving it a quick like rating does help me out immensely, and feel free to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my weekly uploads. So firstly, you need to make sure you have a clean install of GTA 4. And what I mean by this is no mods. Make sure your GTA 4 has no mods whatsoever. You can just reinstall the game. That's what I did. And once you've done this, you now want to go into the description of this video and download something called GTA 4 Downgrader. This is going to downgrade your game so that you can actually use the graphics mod. So once you have it downloaded, you're going to see these files, and what you want to do is click on the .exe file, right click, and run as administrator. You will now see the tool open, and it does a really good job of explaining everything you need to know. So we're going to step through this. This part just gives you a bit of information of what this tool actually does. Let's click next. Now you want to find where your GTA 4 is located on your PC. So you want to go ahead and find the GTA4.exe file and select it. Once we've done that, we can click next. This part will detect if you have any mods installed on your game. And as I said, if you do a clean install, you won't see this message. And if you do see this message, you just need to make sure you have no mods. So you can go ahead and delete them if you like, but I do recommend doing a clean install. Now this bit's really important. This is where it's going to ask you which version you want to install. Now for this particular graphics mod, you actually need to select 1040. Make sure you select this. It's really important. So once you click it, we can now select next. Now with this part here, this is completely up to you, but I personally recommend selecting the Z menu, as it's an insane mod menu, which I will show you later on in the video, and also simple traffic loader as well I would tick, and I would also tick this part right here as well. Now we can click next. Now if you want, you can get the tool to make a backup for you. I didn't bother doing this as the game isn't really that big anyway, so I didn't bother selecting this, but you can if you want to. And as soon as you click downgrade, this is where the game is now going to get downgraded. This won't take too long. Mine only literally took a few minutes. And once it has finished, you will see this message explaining that your game save will no longer work in the game due to downgrading. And it will tell you here how you can reinstall your game save if you want to use it again on the downgraded version. So if you want to back up your save, you can right now. If not, and you're not too worried and you're going to download a game save anyway at some point, just click next. Now with this part, I would definitely select the recommend command line box. It just makes things easier, so just make sure you tick that and click next. So this part explains how you need to run the game, which is very important actually. So when you run GTA 4, you need to make sure that you use the file called playgtaiv.exe. You will see this where your GTA 4 is installed. You must run the game using that file, otherwise it's not going to work. And I will show you how to do that in a second. So now that's finished, that is completely done now. What I would now do is just make sure your downgraded version is working correctly. So all we're going to do is play GTA 4 to ensure that the game is running smoothly. So to do this, you want to go into where your GTA 4 is installed, and you want to find the file called playgtaiv.exe, and you want to right click on it and run as administrator. So as you can see, my game is working just fine. You just want to make sure your game isn't crashing at all. And if it is, that's likely because you had mods installed, because this will work 100% as long as your game is a clean install. So now that you can see that your game is working okay, let's close the game down and move on to the next step. Now you want to download the graphics mod, which once again you can find down below in the description. This graphics mod we are using, which I personally think is the best one you can use right now, and it has been updated recently as well, is the iCEnhancer 3.0. Make sure you download it using the link down below, because I know that one definitely works. Once you have it downloaded, you're going to see the following files. So we firstly want to open up the text file here, which explains that you need to download ENB. And you might be thinking, what the hell is that? Well, you're going to see in just a second, and there is a download link here which you can copy and paste into your browser, which I'm going to do right now. And once you do that, you will see this page here which shows you exactly what you're downloading, and to download it you just click this tiny little image here and it will begin downloading. So once it's downloaded, you're going to see these files. So we first want to go into the folder that says wrapper version. So you want to find this file here that they mention, which you can see right here. So all you need to do is drag it into where GTA 4 is installed. It's that easy. Once you've dragged it in, that's all good to go. So we can now close this text file. Now what we want to do is go into the folder that says main files with the patch that we have now downgraded our game to. So you want to click into that, and you're going to see a load of these files. So all you need to do is drag these files into where GTA 4 is installed. So just drag and drop all of these into here. So where we dragged that singular file into where GTA 4 was installed from ENB series that we downloaded, you just want to back out of that, and you will see a folder called injector version. Once again, just drag all these files into where your GTA 4 is installed. It's that simple again. And you can finally close the ENB series folder. Just completely get rid of that. And you'll be glad to know that is all the hard work done. You can actually load up the game right now and you would see the graphics mods. But there is a few extra little mods I would install personally that make the game just look a little bit better, and you will see these in the folder called recommended mods. Now from my experience using this, I wouldn't recommend installing all of this because it's kind of unnecessary. Just a few that I would recommend installing is the HD roads. This is super easy to install, so when you click into it you will see a link text file, and you will then see a link you can copy and paste into your browser. And it's simply, once again, a drag and drop situation. You drag and drop the single file into where GTA 4 is installed, and that's it. So I would recommend installing HD Roads mod, the Vegetation mod as well, because once again it's super easy. And to be honest, that's it. I mean, if you want to download more of them and use them, you can. But that's what I've installed personally, and I'm really happy with how the game looks. Now let's go ahead and run the game, because I need to show you how to run the game, as it is slightly different. So once again, you will go into where your GTA 4 is installed, and before you run the game, you need to find the file that's called ENB Injector. So you want to click on this, right click, run as admin, and you will see this little box here. Now we can go ahead and run the game. So let's find play GTA 4, here we go, run as admin, and let's wait for the game to load up. Okay, so as you can see, there is an ENB series logo that appears, which essentially means that you've done it correctly. Let's go into start, and let's load up the game. Bloody hell, as you can see, the game looks insane. Everything's worked. Now you might be thinking, how do I open up the mod menu we installed using the downgrader? Well, if you're on the controller, you just want to press LB or L1 and then B or circle, and you will see the mod menu show up. Or if you're using keyboard, it's F7. And this is actually a really good mod menu you can use to alter anything you like, really. So we can do stuff with the weather, and as you can see, this is incredible. It's a mod you have to check out. Yes, I am using the vanilla cars. I haven't used any car mods this time, and the reason being is because for some reason, the car mod I had installed in my video before was giving me a few issues with pop-ins. Now, if you don't care about pop-ins, feel free to download that car mod, but for me personally, it was kind of getting annoying for me, so I decided not to install it anymore, and the game just looks even better in my opinion. So It's up to you whether you want to have that mod or not. I'll leave a link down below anyway. But yeah guys, that's literally it. That's how easy it is to install this mod, if you do it the correct way of course. I've tried to make this tutorial as easy as possible to follow, because I know this can be a nightmare. Trust me, I know it can be a nightmare to install this. It was a nightmare for me. It took me bloody ages when I tried to do this, because there was no good video tutorials out there to follow. They're all dog shit. So hopefully this video is helpful enough and you were able to install this without any issues. Feel free to comment down below if you do have any issues and we will do our best to reply. And if you would like to see what the GTA Definitive Edition is like 1 year after its release, whether it's worth buying or not, and what changes have been made within 1 year of release, just go ahead and click the card on screen to check out that video. And thank you guys very much for watching.